Hello everybody, welcome back to my social thread. My name is Anya and this is my mother.
Hello, my name's Crystal and today is day 20 of Vlogmas. 5 more days to go before the big day, Christmas. We cannot wait, can we? Okay, we're starting with opening our advent calendars. Anya, which one do you want to go for?
Kylie and the Machine.
Kylie and the Machines.
Let's go for that one first.
Do you want to show them?
Kylie and the Machine.
Kylie and the Machines calendar, and we are on day number 5. Show them what it is. Is it a rug? What is it?
Looks like a little rug.
Little rug. Let's open this one.
It looks like a picture frame.
Let me see.
Kind of.
Could be a rug, a picture frame, stamp.
Yes. Oh. Have I got these ones
No,
before?
we haven't. Similar ones. Read the label.
So all the
things. It's very small. So all the things.
So
So that's nice. That's a very modern caption. I've seen that in a Facebook post or something. So all the things.
you
Which
can't
is very
see
different.
in the video, Mama.
No, you can see things at the bottom. It's not focusing. But there you go. So all the things. 2 of those. Black and white Kylie and the Machines logo at the back. Thank you. Next one. Which one do you want to do next?
It's always Fabric Godmother.
Fabric Godmother. So we are box number 20. Window number 20.
I thought I saw it up here somewhere.
Da, 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 da. Oh, there.
Her dress.
It's this one over here. Box number 20.
Her dresses.
And it's... Snip your loose threads as you go. Oh, hopefully it's a pair of snips because I really wanted one. So right at the beginning of the...
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
Okay, 1 second. Right at the beginning, with the advent calendars, I wanted some universal, in terms of general haberdashery, I wanted the fray check thing from Prim, which I actually had to buy in the end myself because I needed it. Universal needles, which I got yesterday from Fabric Godmother, and a pair of snips. So we'll see. Shall we guess what it is?
Yeah. Half of it's hard. No, I mean, yeah. Most of it's hard, and then some of it's a bit like cardboard.
You have to guess what it is then, guess.
I don't know. It feels like a
It is. It's a pair of snips. It's a little pair of scissors. It's a baby pair of scissors.
Are you happy? Oh, there's another layer.
Another layer.
It's going to be really small then if it fits in here.
Like baby ones.
So baby ones. Maybe one than the one you already gave me, the owl one.
Owl.
Remember?
Yeah, it's much smaller. Or it could be a necklace, a pendant, because it is quite small. Wow, it is. It's a pendant, isn't it? What is it?
Teeny pair of scissors.
They look so fancy. Okay, so little gems, tiny blades, faceted handle holes, airplane friendly. These are a few reasons why we call them little gems. It's from kelmscottdesigns.com. That's a company I've never heard of from before.
So nice.
And they are actually so beautiful. So they're little snips and they're kind of beveled, kind of geometric shaped little scissors. So they're very, very cute. I'm going to check that company out actually. Can we put this in my little tip? Oh no, we're going to do rating first, aren't we? And then the last one is...
What is it?
You tell me. Beyond
the Pink Door.
Beyond the Pink Door. Box number 20, please. Ooh, it's a big one. Show it.
Ooh, it's massive. Probably like a poster.
Go on then, guess what it is.
I guess poster.
Poster?
Poster and a little card or something.
It is a poster, but it's got something on it like... maybe it's like patch, you know, like little sew-on patches, I think.
Let's open this. Let's see what it is. Let's see.
They
Oh,
are.
it's a watermelon.
They are. They're sew-on patches.
What
So
do you say
they're
to them?
so like on your like this little thing here, that's embroidered on, but you can have one of these in like a sweatshirt or a dress. So you basically, I think you can iron them on. Yes, you iron them on, and then
How
normally
do you
people
iron them
will
on?
stitch all the way around. So you just iron it on, baby. Take off, put it on. There might be a sticky thing underneath. You put it on, and then you iron on top, and then sometimes people stitch all the way around as well to keep it secure. Which one would you like?
I would like this one on my blue dress. Quite nice.
Which blue dress?
Remember the one you made me?
No, I won't go
The
on
one
that.
that had frillies on it, and Daddy said it should be longer.
That frilly one? No. I think it should go for like a sweatshirt or like a plain dress or like
that plain blue one I said.
Oh, that one doesn't fit you anymore, does it?
No, it does. It's just I don't wear it. I might wear it.
But there you go. So you get a sequin watermelon, aloha. What are these called? Palm trees, and a little flamingo. Excellent. So shall we rate them, Sienna? What's your first place, Anya?
My first place would be small little golden scissors from Fabric Godmother.
Yes.
Then,
We can't see you.
Then these, whatever they're called. What are they called?
Patches.
Patches.
Iron-on patches, and then
and then the labels.
That's exactly my choice as well. My first choice, place number 1 for me, are the snips from Fabric Godmother, then the patches, and then
It's like it's been touched on,
and then the labels. So that's it. That's day 20 of Vlogmas in terms of the advent calendar. Annie, can we put them in the label box, please? Whatever happened to my little tin that had all the No, not the thing tin. You know,
she
the
means
other
that
tin.
one with the lady on it, Sienna. That
I was going to put these pair in there. It's really cute. And I want to keep this. Let's put it in there for now. I want to keep that label, so I'm going to Google them and find out who they are. So that's that. Thank you very much. Sewing portion or sewing chat for today's vlog. I have almost finished the girls' Tabitha drawstring dresses. So the one for Talia, my eldest daughter, is this one right here. So I've got the long sleeves. We've added cuffs in the burgundy and the neckband in burgundy. This just needs to be top stitched down, and then I normally add a label to that. So everything was done on the overlocker. So it's quite nice. I quite like batch sewing in terms of if I've cut 2 of the same thing out, which I have, or if I try to batch all the overlocking bits together, if that makes sense. So when I'm sewing up a woven dress, for example, I'll sew up as much as I can on my sewing machine before I then go over to the overlocker, which sometimes isn't what the instructions say, but I find that's more time saving for myself. Yes, Anya?
What's that?
That's chalk.
Chalk?
Yeah.
Chalk.
And then so I've done everything on the overlocker. So this bit here and then I've got the skirt as well. Skirt attachment. The skirt is here. So I keep saying this. I've done everything on the overlocker. So the next part to do is all on my sewing machine. So I've batched that all up together. So I need to top stitch my neckband, and then I need to attach the skirt to the bodice, and then that will be done. Then I need to insert my drawstring, which hasn't yet arrived, so I'm hoping it will arrive pretty soon. If it doesn't arrive when we get to London, I'll just pop to Hobbycraft and get some burgundy ribbon and thread that through myself, because I don't know if it will arrive before Christmas, that drawstring. And then I've done the same for my daughter Sienna's version. And I'll add the label as well. I've got so many labels. So they're both poppy fabrics. This was from Beyond the Pink Door with the burgundy cuffs and the burgundy neckline, neckband. And then the skirt as well is here. It's already, I know you don't have to overlock seams, or even, I just like it. I just like the look of it. I just think it finishes it a bit more. And also sometimes with jersey, it does tend to curl up on the side, so you can prevent that if you overlock it. So that's all ready to go. I'll have that done tonight, which is good. So I'm going to be watching, I don't know if anybody else is watching the Harry and Meghan Netflix series. I'm on episode 3 tonight, and it's not bad. I mean, I can see why people dislike her. I can see why people like her. I can see why people dislike Harry and like him at the same time. So I guess it's, you know, I mean, I don't really think they care about our opinions. They're making a lot of money from this Netflix docuseries. They want to get their story out there. I mean, if we watch it, then it's on our own. We watch it on our own accord. Nobody's putting a gun to our heads to watch it. So it's entertainment. I watch it while I'm sewing. So that's my point of view. And I'm actually quite enjoying it. What I'm enjoying is just sort of their background story, like where she grew up. You know, like and I used to love suits as well. Before the whole Harry thing came about, I used to watch Suits right from the beginning, actually, because obviously it was a legal drama. It was actually recommended to me by my sister-in-law, who's my husband's sister. So I don't have any sisters. Oh, I do. Sorry, I do have one brother. So I do have one sister-in-law on my side. But my sister-in-law is also a lawyer, but she's really high up there. She is a junior partner at, I can't remember what the firm is called. Kirkland and Ellis. So it's the top firm in the world, in the country, in the world, everywhere. So anyway, she recommended that to me because when we were younger, we used to watch quite a lot of we used to watch Dawson's Creek together. And when I say young, like I was, so she was like late teens and I was like early 20s, or maybe I was late teens as well. And we used to watch Dawson's Creek together. What else did we watch? Smallville, all of these sort of American sitcom type programs. And yeah, anyway, she recommended that to me, and I was watching Suits and I really actually enjoyed it because it was entertaining, and it had also had the legal background to it. So yeah, that's what I will be doing tonight, tomorrow, or maybe tonight, because the Tabitha drawstring dresses, to attach them together and to do the neckband will probably take maybe half an hour per dress, so that'll be an hour, and it's only 8:30 now in the evening for me, so I might be able to cut out another Estelle dress for myself. So the first dress I made it out of was a viscose jersey, and it came out really big, so I am going to cut the pattern to a smaller size, which I can do for the Sew Over It pattern. All the lines are still on the pattern pieces, so I can cut that out. But I'm using a cotton jersey, which is less stretchy, still very stretchy, but less stretchy and drapey than a viscose jersey. So I'll see how that works. And then if that size works for the cotton jersey, I then have some Lady McElroy scuba that's been in my stash for a while. And now I have a love-hate relationship with scuba. The only scuba I seem to like is Lady McElroy scuba, because the other scubas that I have bought before. Sienna, could you pass me the scuba, my love? I don't know if you can read. It's like a... Is it all the way up there? Oh no, it's here. Thank you. So this is some Lady McElroy scuba, navy background with sort of florals, but they're not defined florals. And scuba is basically the dressmaking version of neoprene, or scuba what's it called, Sienna? Scuba outfits. What are the scuba outfits called? The scuba diving outfits are made of neoprene, so this is like a thinner dressmaking version of it. So that's how thick it is, for those of you that don't know. That's how thick it is, and it's very stretchy either way. It's very stretchy, and it kind of has like a glossy feel to it. And now Lady McElroy scubas I quite like because they are still quite drapey and they're not as thick. I have bought scuba before, non-branded scuba, just from other places, and the quality is quite thick, so it's quite I guess it's good for the winter actually, because it does keep the heat in, but definitely don't wear it in the summer. Well, spring's still okay. Definitely don't wear it in the summer because it doesn't let you just sweat a lot under the fabric because it is quite thick. So anyway, this is slightly less stretchy than, actually this particular one isn't too bad. So hopefully once I've done the first one I made, the Estelle dress in, this is just some viscose jersey from my stash. I bought this at a market stall in Lewisham when we used to live in London, and that lady actually buys the remnant rolls from the high street, and I wouldn't say I didn't believe her. I probably didn't believe her, actually, to be fair. But then I found some fabric from there that my daughter has the exact same dress from Dorothy Perkins, and that was the exact same fabric. So I then realized that she must be telling the truth, that she gets all, because I was just thinking, if you're getting all the remnants from the high street, that's actually a big deal. Like, and she just had like a small market store, but maybe that's good because her overheads are not that bad. People buy her fabric and she does really well off it. So that was my first one in the viscose jersey. So you can see that's very floaty, very stretchy. The second version I wanted to make was in the cotton jersey from Poppy, which came with the Estelle Sew Over It kit that I bought from the Knitting and Stitching show. So this is slightly, let me just take that. I have to wash this. Oh no, I have to wash it. I was going to cut it out tonight. So this is, oh, it's actually a French terry. I didn't realise. So it's a French terry, a loop back French terry. And it's a lovely florally design. And I was going to say that I was keeping it actually for the summer because it's got a white background. I don't tend to wear white background fabrics or clothes in the winter because I just think that's more summery. So normally winter you would have sort of navy, black backgrounds, that sort of thing. But I thought because it's got the burgundies in there, I could wear it with a burgundy cardigan on top and boots and it would look quite nice. So I thought, and also, as I said, I'm trying to use up my stash rather than buy some other stuff. And in terms of viscoses, I've got quite a lot of viscoses. I don't have that much jersey around, so I really, this is kind of really my option. My options for jersey are limited, but anyway, I'm sure that would work for the winter. And yes, and then the third option is, my third one will be in this Lady McElroy Scuba. So now I've had this for ages, probably before COVID, so that's at least 2 years, and so I really wanted to use that. So I'm hoping to make 3 Estelle dresses. As I said, I've made Estelle number 1 already, and I will probably kind of stagger when I show them because there are only 4 days to go in terms of vlogging. So I'll probably do the Tabitha t-shirt dresses tomorrow, and then the day after 1 Estelle, 2nd and 3rd, and then that will be my vlogging done for the Vlogmas. Did I just talk so much about that? Yes, and that's what I'm hoping to do tonight. So it's a shame that I've actually not washed that yet. Should I wash Scuba? Scuba doesn't shrink, I don't think. I might just cut that out because I don't think Scuba shrinks. Hopefully. It wouldn't shrink, would it? Anyway, should I wash it? I could wash it. I could have a rest tonight. I could just do my Tabitha drawstrings, put these in the wash, hang them out to dry in my utility room, and then continue on tomorrow. And that's it. Hoping everybody's okay. Having a nice calm before the storm before Christmas starts. Christmas is a bit different for us this year because we don't really know what's happening. So we're going away, but my in-laws might be here. So my in-laws live in our annex. So it's all a bit of a logistical, you know, who's going where, you know, in terms of cars as well, family coming over, families who's staying, who's going. So it's kind of a logistical nightmare, especially because we've got so many people coming over and our family is quite big as it is. I really need specific details of who's staying, what dates, you know, what time are they going on the day, what time are they leaving arriving on the day, because I need to prepare food, sort of, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinners, that sort of thing. And people are bringing food, which is lovely. Sienna's going to be wrapping up presents tonight, so she's our present wrapper. And also I need to check some of the toys for the boys. Do require batteries, so please remember, people, batteries, you need to buy batteries, because I have done, probably not in a couple of years, but I have bought a toy where it's needed batteries and I haven't had batteries, and that's really quite disappointing for the child to not have batteries to play with their new toys. So I'm going to have to look at 1, 2, 3, 4 items need batteries, so I need to find out if they're AA or AAAs, and I need to buy some of those. And that's it, really. Yep, that's it. I will hopefully see you again tomorrow. Only 4 more boxes to go for the advent calendar openings. So I'm really excited, actually. Well, I'm not excited. I'm really excited about the Fabric Godmother one, only because, as I say, that was really hyped up in terms of, you know, independent, the windows contained items from independent small businesses, and it was their first advent calendar, and it was the most expensive. And so I'm really looking forward to see what they have in store for day 25, day 24. So far, in terms of the advent calendars, I think Fabric Godmother, the best things I've had from Fabric Godmother. I definitely think the snips, today's snips, were really, really nice. I think that would make a lovely gift, although I'm keeping it for myself. But I think it's really nice, very weighty, it's different, it's unique, it's useful. So I definitely like the snips from today. I also have liked the Pigeon Wishes buttons. because they're just gorgeous, and I've seen their button packets. I think they're about £10 or £12 per packet, so I'm very happy with those. And then the only other thing that I've liked from Fabric Godmother is the £10 voucher, because I got to get some fabric. Not to say that I didn't like any of the other gifts, but they were the three main gifts that have popped up in my mind as being great little gifts. In terms of Kylie and the Machines, I'm all labelled out. I mean, the labels that come to mind that are my favourites are the retro cassette one is really cool. And I liked the ones with the little images, basically. The brain one, sewing on the brain. I quite like that. Can't remember what the other ones are. So those are good ones for me. I like those. In terms of Beyond the Pink Door, I like the little felt kits, which, because my daughter likes them, and I think that's nice because she's kind of discovered that craft, and also most of the stuff from Beyond the Pink Door has been quite useful, but most of the stuff I already have, which is obviously not Beyond the Pink Door's fault. So the self covered button kit and the self-covered buttons I already have, but they're very, very good, very useful, and quite a good priced ticket item. What else is in the Beyond the Pink Door that I've liked? The felt kit, as I've said, they're the only ones that spring to mind. Again, we've got the seam ripper. I've already got that. The thick seam thing. What is it called? The humper. I think the people call it like the humper or the jumper, where you put like that little plastic thing under your foot to go over bulky seams. I've got that already. But yeah, I mean, it's a different experience. I've not done the advent calendars before. I'm not sure if I'll do it again next year. We'll see, because it was a big layout for me in terms of the cost. So I'm not sure if I'll do it again next year. Although I have been enjoying doing this vlogging, and also next year I don't think my life would have changed that much. So in terms of vlogging about my family life, it's going to be kind of the same. So I might not have that much to talk about. So I don't know. But yeah, I think that's it for me tonight. Unfortunately, nothing else. Well, fortunately, maybe for some people that don't want to hear me blabber on all night long. I will see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be day 21. And I think I am going to be doing batch vlogging tomorrow and spread it out, because I will just be very busy packing for the kids and for myself. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, also, I was just going to say about the Mariflex thread. So I tried using the Mariflex thread for my Estelle, and from the last time I used it, I used my regular settings 2.5 with stitch length, and I know it wasn't as stretchy as I would have liked it to be, but a viewer said, why didn't you increase your stitch length? So I went to 3, but for some reason it wasn't having it. The stitches weren't coming out at all. It was very loose. So then I had to play with all the settings, and it was just getting to me, and I just thought, it isn't even worth it for me, this Mariflex thread. And also it kept fraying, and I wasn't going super fast, and the needle kept the thread kept fraying and snapping with the Mariflex thread. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. In the end, I just gave up and I went back to my normal black thread, and then I just did my triple stretch stitch, which is one that kind of goes forward, backwards. And I just went with that because I just couldn't be bothered to continue fiddling around with all the settings of the Mariflex. So I know people rave about the Mariflex thread. For me personally, it's not been that helpful. And I'm quite happy with my triple stretch stitch in terms of what it looks like. I would say that obviously when you're hemming something that's in knit, it does take a lot longer because it's going backwards. For every stitch it goes forwards, it goes backwards, so that takes a little bit longer. But then if you compare that to having to spend whatever 5-10 minutes figuring out the stitch settings to use the Mariflex thread, I might as well just do my normal thread. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Oh, and my daughter made this really lovely coffee cake tonight. Was it from BBC Good Food, do you know, Sienna?
I think so.
BBC Good Food, a coffee cake, coffee and walnut basically, but there's no walnut in the cake. I think the walnut is just for decoration. And we buy this Tesco Finest coffee and walnut cake from Tesco, and I think it's about £4.50, you know, just for like the tiny 8-inch cakes. but on it was down to £2 for, I don't know why it was down for £2. So I got one today, and then my daughter was like, oh, that's so tiny, like that's just for you, isn't it? And it's like, oh no, you can have some. And she goes, oh, it's okay, I'm gonna make one. So she made a big one for everybody, and it was really, really nice, like if not better than the Tesco Finest cake. So it's really nice, and I've had 2 portions of it already. But yeah, I shall stop blabbing on. Oh, I opened my So Hailey Jane box as well a couple of days ago, and the fabric in there and the pattern I have put on my D-stash page, which is at my social thread _ D-stash if you fancy buying anything from there. So that was the Lady McElroy Riccardi lawn, which is nice enough, but it's just probably something that I wouldn't flock to. And that's another reason why I will be stopping. I have stopped my subscriptions as of January 2023, because I think it's lovely to get these boxes, and it's lovely to have the content to share with you. But at the end of the day, the So Hailey Jane box was £65 a month, and then the Beyond the Pink Door was £35 a month. And the fabric, I've not used any of the fabrics. The first fabric I've used from any of the boxes is this Beyond the Pink Door one. And I think with that money, you know, 60, 70, 80, 90, that's £100 that every month that I've been spending on fabric and things that I don't, it's nice to open, but I don't actually use any of it. So I might have used some of the haberdashery. I've eaten all the treats, or the kids have eaten all the treats. But I thought £100, if I just, you know, save that, I could buy, you know, 6 meters of Lady McElroy fabric of my own choice, or Arts Gallery fabric, or, you know, so I could actually spend the money on something that I actually want. And so I will obviously use better than something that I have no say in, and it just goes into my stash. But I have been de-stashing, and that's been really good. Thank you so much to all the people that have bought from my de-stash page. I think overall I've probably made about maybe £500-600 since I started de-stashing middle of the year, and it's really great. I mean, obviously they are bargain prices. They are obviously much cheaper than where you would buy it in the from where you'd buy it in the shops, and I think otherwise people won't buy from your de-stash. I'd rather obviously buy from the shop directly. But anyhow, thank you so much for watching. For those of you who don't follow me, I am on Instagram as well at my social thread. I know a viewer did ask if I could put a family photo up. I do have some photos on my Instagram account. And I might pop up our Christmas cards. I do normally pop up my Christmas cards. We do family Christmas cards. It is getting more difficult now to get a whole. So we used to have like you know, like Snapfish, you can make Christmas cards from Snapfish, you just add your own photos. And we used to always have like the whole family sitting in one place. And then so the card that we used was just for one photo. But it's getting increasingly hard now to get a photo where everybody is smiling. And even then, even before then, my husband we used to get loads of the same shot, sort of 10 or 15 of the same shot. And we'd get the best one. And then if one child isn't looking, my husband would cut and paste his face from the other photo and put it onto that photo. So most of the faces are all borrowed from other photos, but that took some time as well to do. So in the end, we have done this in the past as well. We've had like individual photos. So kind of like 2 children here, 3 children there, me and Daniel in the middle, that sort of thing. So I will post that up on my Instagram and on my YouTube page and on my channel for the 24th, hopefully, for the last day of Vlogmas. And yes, this is the 3rd time I've said goodbye, and this is my final goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.